This movie could change everything for YouTubers and the film industry in general. This movie is monumental. It's not a movie made by a YouTuber for YouTube, but a film done by a YouTuber for cinemas. This movie is meant for cinemas. This film is high quality and is quite impressive all that Markiplier did. He was the director, writer, producer, editor, and lead. That is honestly very inspirational and something I hope to accomplish one day. That would be awesome. Not only did Markiplier do all those roles in his film, but he also fully funded his film through his production company, Markiplier Studios, which may be more impressive than all the different hats he wore. This film had a budget of $3 million, and I believe they did it under budget, so they did it around $2 million. With the technology nowadays, you can make a high quality film on a lower budget. This is a very low budget of only $3 million compared to a lot of the other movies in cinema with a much higher budget. Over the weekend, they were number 2 in gross income with 17.8 million, only above Send Help. So they outperformed most big name movies in cinemas. And on Friday, they were number 1 above Send Help. So on release day, they outperformed all the other movies in the cinema. That is huge for not only YouTubers, but also small production companies, showing that you can make a high quality film and have success with a small budget. So, how was the film actually? The story was a little lackluster. I know this film was based on a game, Iron Lung, which I'm guessing Markiplier played, and I'm assuming it's one of his favorites. So this is really a passion project for him. But I've never played the game. I've never watched anyone play it. I'm not familiar with the lore at all. And the lore seems kind of interesting. Like, the story of the game seems fairly interesting. But for the movie itself, at times I was a little lost with the story. Like, I'm not really sure what the whole case was, like how much weight that really entailed, and exactly the whole thing with blowing up the station. I mean, I kind of get the main concept. He was a prisoner, so they sent him on this mission to retrieve information. They're really telling everybody that they just need to explore, but really they're looking for this information, which he found. You know, he got closer to it through the cave. The hallucinations got more and more and stronger, which one of the voices, either on the radio or whatever, I think was Jacksepticeye. So Jacksepticeye was also in this movie, which was pretty cool. I don't watch him either, but Markiplier. But it's cool he put his friend from YouTube in there. It was like, the story's interesting, but it just kind of lost me at some points where I was a little lost and a little boring at parts. I honestly wouldn't mind rewatching this just so I can comprehend the story a little bit better. Or maybe playing the game would help with the story comprehension. But the story just left a little bit to be desired. All the other film elements are good. The acting is good. Markiplier actually surprised me with his acting. His acting was a lot better than I thought it would be. I mean, I didn't necessarily think he would be a bad one if he's putting himself there. Because he has money behind this. So I understand he wants himself to be the lead, but if he's not the right role fit for it, a good chance he would put someone else in there because he's putting money behind it. But his acting was actually pretty good. The cinematography was good. I mean, I know that's one of my things I love to rave. There, nothing super special like stands out to me about the cinematography, but it was good. The effects and editing were good, which he was also the lead of, which is crazy. But one thing that honestly really stood out to me in this film is the sound. The sound effects were really good in this film. Like, I noticed that right away, right when we descended for the first time. I was like, whoa, those are nice sound effects. It could be cinema, obviously. When you're in a cinema, those sound effects are going to be way better than when you're at home. That's probably the main difference, is sound effects. I mean, the whole sound effects for the movie was awesome. I loved it. That was one thing that really stood out to me. This movie is truly monumental. This is a passion project for Markiplier, making his favorite game, or at least I'm guessing, into a movie, into a cinematic film. This is huge for YouTubers and small production companies. And this could change the film industry as we know it, allowing smaller budget films and companies to succeed. And this broke records. And there was like one thing, Markiplier even made a post where he's like, yo, I think they took my movie off the list. And people are like, it's a glitch. Maybe it's a glitch, maybe it's not. I'm not really going to dive into that. But also, one thing it broke was this is also the bloodiest film in history. The most blood in a film. I mean, that's just because the ocean is made out of blood. But this is really monumental and huge. Now it is time for the rating. I'm going to give this movie a 6 out of 10. Like I said, I thought it was good. All the elements were really good. Just the story was a little lackluster. Understand when you're making a movie based off of something, an adaptation of it, you're kind of already set with the story. So there's not much he could have done with it. But all the elements were really good. And it was very well made. And this is absolutely huge for the future of the film industry. Alrighty, that was my review of Iron Lung. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I'll see you next time. Have a good one.